Welcome to another rooftop tent video. I mean, do we really need another rooftop tent video on YouTube? I mean, it's like tire reviews. There's thousands of them on there. But I'm going to try and do something a little different on mine. Um, Rooftop tents. I'm not doing pros and cons or rooftop tent versus ground tent. There's a lot of cons to rooftop tents, and I might have a few solutions to some of the cons of a rooftop tent. So, yeah, that along with the fact that I have zero, and I mean zero experience with rooftop tents, um, could possibly make for interesting subject content. Maybe. Who knows? Stay tuned. Let's see what I'm talking about. All right. So what's going to make my rooftop tent video different than everybody else's? I don't know, probably because I'm not going to do a video on pros and cons. I'm not doing a video on rooftop tent versus ground tent. I'm not doing anything on an overland camping subject. This is motorcycle camping. 100% reason why I'm experimenting with a rooftop tent. And again, this is all experiment, is to do more motorcycle camping. So I have zero, and I mean zero experience with rooftop tents. I mean, like none. I've never messed with one, never owned one, never slept in one, never even looked at one up close and personal until, well, almost today, actually. I mean, I've been around them, but never put my hands on them, to be honest. So, my goal here is to do more motorcycle camping. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. Um, I like to get up into the mountains, upstate South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, as often as I can, which unfortunately is not often enough. But I want to make my trips up there a little easier and a little more pleasant. I'm big on efficiency, simple setup, simple takedown. I'm a systems kind of person. I don't care about impressing people. I don't care about high dollar name brand gear. I like efficiency. I like not fighting things. So my game plan here is basically this. I usually get off 4:30, 5 o'clock on a Friday. I want to drive from here upstate. It's roughly 5 hour average drive, basically, to where I go. The general area, plus or minus a little bit, where I like to ride. So I'm going to get to a campsite late. Usually I stay at a typical state campground with power and water. I get there late. I want a super quick, easy setup. Go to bed. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Saturday morning, I wake up, make some breakfast, go ride all day long, explore, go where I go. Come back Saturday afternoon, hopefully not like last minute late before dark, because I want to enjoy the campsite a little bit. Cook, kick back by a fire, do camp stuff, go to bed. Sunday morning, I wake up. Maybe I eat breakfast, maybe I don't, but I want a really quick and easy load up, get on the road, head back home. I don't want to fight stuff. I don't want to just deal with everything that can come along with camping. So I want to try the rooftop tent thing. I want to try, that's key, try, experiment with the rooftop tent thing. There's a lot of cons to rooftop tents that have kept me from wanting to play with them in the past. I might have a few solutions to some of the normal cons that could be holding some people back from getting them or trying them at least. And I haven't seen a lot of subject content on what I'm going to do, which might be a little different. Maybe I just haven't found pictures of people doing it or videos, but at least from what I've seen, there's not a lot of subject content on this. So basically, what I'm doing is I haul my motorcycle on this trailer, I ride upstate, usually pitch a ground tent or whatever. Um, I am putting on this. I am putting this tent on a regular little two-wheel drive Nissan Frontier, not a big jacked up four-wheel drive overland vehicle. I'm also not putting it on a big rack system. I am not mounting it up high. I am not mounting it on a half rack system. I guess that's what you call where the tent is, jacked up above the bed, but not above the roof line of the truck. I'm not doing that either. So my mounting system is different. It's also very cost effective. So what you see behind you is a rooftop tent. It's not a new one, which goes to the, I guess, the first major con that has always held me back from rooftop tents, and that's price tag. So I've seen cheap ones on Amazon as low as about $700. I was actually fixing to order one for $700 off Amazon. Looks just like the Gen 1 Smitty-built tent. Probably is the Gen 1 Smitty-built tent with just a different name brand on it, I'm guessing. So I was about ready to order that one. And I've been watching used rooftop tents for years in my area. This one just happened to pop up, and I got it from a gentleman for $550. It's TPU, I guess that's how you pronounce it. TPU. I don't know how you say it. I guess it's before Thule bought the company. From what I understand, my limited knowledge of rooftop tents, it's a very good quality tent. Uh, Contacted the guy, I talked to him. This is roughly a 10-year-old tent. It was $550, what I paid for it. Based on what I've been watching in the area, it's a pretty fair price tag, maybe a little lower than the average one sells for in my area. So I decided to take a chance with the used one. This one is very used. It has seen a lot of trips and a lot of camping hours on it. So it's very used. It's got its dings and dents. He had everything for it, the full annex with it, which I'll probably never use, but I might. I've got it with it, so that's cool. So for $550, I bought a very used, but good quality tent. I was gonna purchase the cheaper brand, I guess you should say. I should be more specific. The slightly lower quality brand name off of Amazon for $700. That was what I was going to do. Or I could spend $2,000 or $3,000 or more on a brand new, better quality tent, which I didn't want to do. So I spent $550 to experiment. That solves the first con problem, which is price tag. I was not going to drop $2,000 or $3,000 on a new rooftop tent when I don't even know what I want. I've never messed with it before, and if I resell it in a year, I'd lose probably half of my investment. If I resell this in a year, if I don't like it, I'll get 100% of my money back out of it. So I won't lose anything. Maybe I lose $50. Big deal. I get a year's use out of it and I lose $50. I don't really care. Even if I lose $150, I don't care. So that's con number one, I guess you could say, that is a solution for me. Just buy a used one. There's tons of them on Marketplace for sale. I see them all the time. Buy a used one. Don't buy a brand new one, at least not for your first one. So what's my next con would be, at least for me, was racks. I didn't want one jacked up high in the air. I guess I shouldn't say the con was racks. The con was height. So I watch people fight rooftop tents on videos, and I've seen them in person at bike events and stuff. It's a hassle to deal with a tent up in the air. I didn't want it up high. I want mine low. I also didn't want to buy racks. That's another expense. I didn't want to spend the money on a half rack. It's also another expense, and it's still in the air. So I'm putting mine directly on the bed of the truck, down low. It's basically going to take the place of the tonneau cover on my truck now. I'm also not spending big money on racks. I'm using 2x4s. Like, I stopped at Home Depot on the way home last night, bought a little bit of hardware and 2 treated 2x4s. I spent a whopping $20 at Home Depot. That's going to be my rack system. Absolutely simple, nothing to it, virtually no cost. So that's another con solved for me anyway. Now, another con, I guess I shouldn't call it a con. It's more of a additional pro. I like putting everything in the bed of my truck. I don't like everything being exposed. So another pro to the tent being directly on the bed of the truck is it kind of takes the place of the tonneau cover. So when my tailgate's locked, you can't get anything out of the bed of the truck. So it's security for the items below. I think that's a pretty good pro, to me anyway. I mean, why the hell does it need to be up high? Another con solved, which everybody else has done this with the half rack, so it's nothing new, is it's not up high. You don't have the typical wind drag. You don't have the fuel economy cut that everybody complains about. You also don't have the top heavy weight, which I'm not concerned about top heavy weight because I'm not off-roading with my truck. Again, two-wheel drive, street truck, little Nissan Frontier. It's a street-driven daily driver, not an off-road vehicle. So the top heavyweight thing everybody complains about, that doesn't count for me. So yeah, I guess that's it for my pros and cons, or solutions to cons. Money, racks, weight up high, a little addition to security, your camping goods. So let's kind of get started with this. I have not opened this tent up in the daylight. I saw it once. It was kind of getting dark. I'm going to get my 2x4s out, cut them to length, try to get this on the truck by myself, figure out exactly how I'm going to mount it. I have a plan. If my plan works out, it's going to be really simple, really inexpensive. Yeah, that's it for the moment. Let's get started with the video. Hopefully you haven't already left, and let's get this rack made. I guess you could call it a rack. Let's get the rack made. Let's get it on my truck and open it up so I can really see this thing in daylight. Hopefully I didn't buy a piece of junk. I don't think I did. All right, like I said, I'm using 2x4s. They're right here. A couple of treated 2x4s I got from Home Depot. I'm gonna cut them to length. They will sit right across the bed of the truck from here to there. One here, one there. The tent is gonna sit right down on top of them. Tent will be bolted to these, and I'm just gonna tie down. I might use straps. I might use turnbuckles. I haven't decided yet on how I'm gonna secure it to the bed of the truck. My idea is, yeah, either straps or turnbuckles right off the 2x4 frames. I can't say the word. Straight down to the tie down loops in the bed of the truck. I mean, I don't know how you can get much simpler and more cost effective than that. That's my rack. All right, there is the old TPU, if that's how you say it, rooftop tent sitting on my trailer. You know, she's seen her camping days, that's for sure. But yeah, that's it. That's what's going on my truck over there behind the tree. You can't see. So yeah, that's it. That's the rack. Couple of 2x4s, cut the fit. You can't get much more cost effective than that. So now let me see if I can get this tent up here by myself, or if I have to go disturb my amazingly beautiful, wonderful wife to try to come out here and help me pick this thing up and get it on the truck. That'll be a battle in itself. Whew, trying to get her to come help. Anyway, wives, gosh, I don't know why we do it. It's crazy. That's a whole nother video by itself. Let me get back to the tent. Stay tuned. All right, so yeah, that's how it's gonna sit. There's a little bit of work to get it up there, but not too bad. I didn't have to bug the wife. It's got a little weight to it, but it's not too bad. It would have been really difficult for her to pick up a side and just walk it up there. Um, so, yeah, let me step out of the way. You can see that's pretty much how she's going to sit. You know, you have fully functional tailgate. Yeah, you have to crawl in there a little bit to get stuff that's way up to the front, but I mean, you still have full bed here. So let me get this thing mounted. I'll figure out some hardware. I might just temporarily tie it down. Come here. Hey, come here. Come on. We'll get it tested, and then I'll come back and continue the video after I figure out all my mounting. You want to come up too? Come on. And then these two are probably going to have a blast running around inside of it once I get it opened up. So let's, yeah, that's it for the moment. All right, we are temporarily rigged up. Tent is on the truck. Now, I am definitely going to do some different stuff with this. This is very temporarily mounted on here. As you can see, it's just a couple of 2x4s laid across. And I've just got some straps holding it down, bolted on using the hardware that comes with the tent. So I may add some stiffeners to these 2x. I mean, everybody knows the board is going to be stronger vertically than it is sitting sideways like that. I mean, I think it's more than strong enough, but it does have a little bounce in it. And I have a tendency to overkill absolutely everything I build. So yeah, I'll probably add some stiffeners to it. But that's my idea for the moment, how it's going to sit. All right, let's do an unboxing. I'm going to set the camera up over here off to the side. Yeah, it's basically, I guess you could call it an unboxing because I haven't done this yet. And it's now daylight, so let's see what I really ended up getting. All right, now I just discovered something. I actually intended to put it on the truck so that it would open in this direction. And I just assumed I had it on the right way just because I was feeling the top of the tent. But I put it on 180 degrees from how I wanted it to be. So I guess I'm going to spin this thing real quick, and then we'll try this again. All right, now I'm turned around, and it's sitting on the truck like I wanted. My wife, who is off camera, the amazing, wonderful, beautiful thing that she is over here, stuffing her face with a bowl of something extraordinarily healthy, came outside to watch me from a distance because she thought I might get crushed while I was spinning this around. So, yeah, let's get it opened up and see what it really looks like. All right, so what do you guys think so far? I mean, it's all jury rigged up on here for the moment. Old tent sitting on 2x4s with some straps holding it down at the moment. It's certainly not the way it's going to stay, but I mean, honestly, I could probably go camping with it right now as it is. I got to play with it. I'm going to figure out a little bit more solid method of it sitting on the truck. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know. This is the first time I've opened it and seen it in daylight hours. So it's a little fumbly for me at first. I'm going to have to play with it. and get used to it, open it, closing it, packing it. I like the height. I mean, it's not too tall or too low. I've got full access to everything under here. One downfall is I can't open the window on the other side because of the cab of the truck, but hey, whatever. I do like this right here. Ah, man, this is a perfect spot to chill in the afternoons. Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect height. I'm just sitting in a regular camp chair. It could be drizzling rain, or I just want to get out of the sun, pop a couple of lights under here, put a little camp table right here for a beverage, eat, whatever. I mean, for $550, I don't think it's too bad. And I got another $20 so far in my rack system. Yeah, I'm gonna play with it. It's got dings and dents, like I said, on the floor. All the canvas looks like it's in very good condition. I'm gonna give it a bath. I think clean the inside, pull the mattress out, uh, just look it over really good, and then yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll sleep in it tonight. So, like I said, my plan is keep this on the truck. Motorcycle goes on the trailer. Late afternoons, ride up to the mountains. I get there late, pop this open. I'm sure as I do it a number of times, I'll get pretty damn quick with it. Go to bed, ride the next day, enjoy the campsite, ride, yeah, ride home Sunday, the next day. Easy peasy. I don't know. Is it a good idea? Y'all let me know because I don't know jack diddly squat about rooftop tents. This is my first time playing with them. Maybe I'll add a little bit more in the end of this video, just a few close-ups and things like that of this particular tent. I've got an event in 2 weeks, or maybe it's 3, I don't know, 2 or 3 weekends. So it'll be a perfect shakedown cruise for this setup. Got a benefit ride up in North Carolina to go to, and it'll be a really good test run for it, that's for sure. So y'all, like I said, let me know what you think. Tips, please. Ideas, please. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think. You can do this on a budget, low cost, trial and error type thing. Figure out what you like. There's pros and cons to these things, just like there is anything else. Y'all figure out what works for you. Y'all be good. Just a little walk around of it on the truck. I think this height is going to work out really well. And I got a really cool covered front porch. I mean, I can sit right there and have a nice roof over my head. A little side stand, nightstand table, camp table, whatever you call it. I was able to partially open this backside window for ventilation. I think that's going to be nice. Tent definitely has its wear marks on it. I mean, she's an old girl, been around the block. But I think it's going to work out pretty well. Let's get a little shot up the inside. Now, this is something I really like about this height. Is that, I mean, I can just set stuff up in here. I mean, I don't have to crawl up a ladder to put whatever I want in here. Let me take a couple of steps and yeah, we're here. But there's no having to crawl up high on top of a vehicle to get stuff in and out. I think this is going to work out well. I like the height. See, I just am not attracted to the tents that are, 6, 7 feet in the air. So that tent, my trailer, and the old 800D sitting over there, we get to go camping. So that's it for the moment. I'm not going to bore you guys with any more. I mean, tent on a budget, something to experiment with. A few of the cons that I had with RTTs. I mean, for me, the solutions are there. price, height, hardware to mount it, things like that, I think I can make it work. If anything, at least it makes a good experiment. So that's it. I'm not going to carry on anymore. You guys know I'm good about running my mouth. So, yeah, maybe I'll turn this into a little series. Budget RTTs and moto camping. Yeah, maybe something like that. All right, everybody be good. I appreciate everybody. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another rooftop tent video. Oh, do we really need another rooftop tent video on YouTube? It's kind of like, how many tire review videos do we need? But I'm going to try and do mine a little different. So, yeah, I don't know. This kind of sucks. Let's try that again.